great things start in small beginnings. So we will start changing the world in our own little way.
To make change, you have to really have a vision of the future.
I think I'm gonna be able to do like the big action plan in my hometown.
Well, we came here to Siem Reap to bring together young people from all of the ASEAN nations and the United States to talk about environmental issues. They're global environmental issues and they affect this region a lot more than they affect other regions of the world.
Also design because you want to press
pressure, yes. Engineering would tell you that you need a higher flow rate for that one. But if you have a lower flow rate for your river, you need to generate a higher demand for energy.
We're talking about things like climate change, air pollution, water. Water seems to be a big thing in this region. And after having spent a day here and seeing even the rural areas, there's a big challenge with water and being in the dry season here in Siem Reap.
I'm here because I have a personal feeling towards the environment, and it's really nice to be able to have the opportunity to share it with experienced people, but at the same time people of similar mindset from not just my own country but from all over ASEAN, and so it gives a wider perspective to things I cannot already find in my own country, but it gives a much bigger picture to it, and so it's a wonderful opportunity.
A lot of mandates, and you can come up with your own mandates, but together you need to come up with a policy for this issue, okay? So the ones that are most advantageous to you is the ones you want to vote for.
We're working on a simulation where we take the ideas that stakeholders might have on a particular issue, whether the government should get involved, whether private enterprise should get involved in disaster management. And so we're kind of simulating the different opinions that different groups might have about that and how it might affect them.
We're saving the people through the early warning device, but how would this benefit the crops, the farm? Because I think we're coming from the farm, ensuring the farming stuff, the crops.
Number three,
because it's a shared commitment to the environment for disaster reduction of disaster. It would be better if we share than one sector would do all the financing. I think number three would be cool.
I made being competitive as a factor in the workshop activity, and I think competition really just fuels them to push across what they want to say. At the point of my activity was to encourage each stakeholder to know that they have a say and that they have a right to say what they want.
What I want is 3 what I want.
One by one.
One by one, yeah.
Okay. Two more.
Okay.
The rainy season is very quite different, yeah. So the lake will become very tremendous, yeah. So it will become about 3 or 4 times bigger than the normal size, yeah. In the dry season, it's 2,700 square kilometers, but in the rainy season, it becomes about 16,000 square kilometers.
Help the farmers, I think, like the people who live here, to create, I think, kind of a nest for fish, yeah, so that the fish can come and then they will reproduce there.
We went and planted the trees. You just have to take it in and just shove it into the mud.
I feel like Cambodia and as well as other countries in Southeast Asia are facing with many environmental issues. So I think as a youth, we need to gather together, share ideas and experience so that we can find solutions to solve the problem in our region. So it's very interesting because back at home, Singapore always talks about being a leader of ASEAN and bring ASEAN forward. Coming here makes me realize that we need to be more aware of the context and the situations that ASEAN countries face, because it's very easy to think that the solutions that work back home, it does not necessarily work here.
Well, it is important because firstly, all the nations in the ASEAN are developing countries. So if we integrate and harmonize all our developing strategies, I think we should help each other to to go up, because there's nowhere to go but up, right? So if one ASEAN nation is really rising, that nation should actually help the other ASEAN nations so everyone will simultaneously go up.